Hello, my little Hot to Trot team. I just wanted to put this together really quick because I know a lot of you are new and I didn't want anybody to feel overwhelmed because I remember when I first started with Rodan and Fields and I had my two little ones under 3 and still under 3 and a full-time job and a husband that wasn't home much. I was just like, oh, how am I going to get all this to happen? How's it going to work? So on and so forth. And so I just really wanted to put this out there since I can't meet with each of you individually and just let you know to not feel overwhelmed at all because things will happen. And the key to the game is consistency. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things live and then we'll just kind of go from there. So forgive my hair on top of my head. I am planning to go for a run over my lunch break. So this is what I look like at home. And I am going to be referencing my notebook. So just excuse me as I look down, but I just want to make sure I cover everything with you guys and just hopefully put your mind at ease and just make sure that you're not overwhelmed by the time we end this call. And always remember that you can always, always, always reach out to me. I am here for you. I am here to support you. I may have to juggle it sometimes, shoot me a text or send me a Facebook message because if the kids are up, I really try to devote my evenings to them. But I'm always available for 3-way calls during nap time or like if Dominic's home, which he has been quite a bit during the winter season, always reach out to me for that because that's what I'm here for. I want to succeed, yes, but I only succeed if you succeed. And to be perfectly honest, like you guys succeeding is almost more important than me succeeding because I love each and every one of you and you're my friends and I just want to see you go somewhere with this. And I just actually got off of a conference call with another group with Jen Griswold, who's like one of the leaders of Team Give, and Stephanie A. And there are some really, really big things coming with this company. They didn't allude to what necessarily they were, but I know they're coming down the pipe and I just think it's so exciting. And I think that this is such an exciting time to be part of Rodan and Fields. And I've never really I've been with, other companies and Medtronic and still am with Medtronic. But never at that time where I just feel like it's about ready to explode. And I just really feel like that's where we're at with Rodan and Fields. So I'm super excited for 2016 and what it holds. So to get going with everything, I did want to kind of just throw out a quote that I know has been kind of monumental for me in my business. And it's, everything you've ever wanted is one step outside your comfort zone. And that is so true. Nothing that I've ever accomplished or gained in my life that was worth it was ever accomplished because I didn't step out of my comfort zone, whether it was, waiting and really praying and depending on God or whatever it might be with a move or with a new job or whatever it might be. Just all of that was outside of my comfort zone, but it made me grow. And I really feel like that's what this is going to do for all of us. So first things first, when you guys get this, I bombarded you with emails simply because I didn't want you to hunt and peck for things. Do not get overwhelmed with that. Peruse it when you have the chance. The main things that you can get from that is go onto Pulse and peruse through Pulse. Just become familiar with it. Become familiar with, where the numbers are. And you're going to get more familiar with that as it goes on. The second thing is get familiar with your website. Your .biz website is simply just where other consultants would go if they were going to sign up under you. Your .com website is where your customers go. So make sure you're familiar with that. Make sure you know where the solution tool is that your customers can go on there and take. Make sure you know where they can go to become a preferred customer and the benefits of preferred customers, because that's really how we want them to sign up. Make sure that they know, a big selling point for preferred customers is 10% off all products and free shipping on replenishment orders. Plus, it doesn't show up necessarily every 60 days. They have the option to go in and to delay that another 30 or 60 days. So in 120 days, they're going to need more product or something else. So that's a big selling point for preferred customers because, and even with the $19.95 enrollment fee, that's really going to be covered in the first order with what they say with the 10% off and with the free shipping. So yeah, go on there, do your solution tool, know where that's at, signing up a PC, the ability to delay it 30 or 60 days. And then just know the basics of the regimens. You don't have to know all the products. Just know, that Reverse is for dullness and age or sunspots. That Redefine is for our anti-aging, and it's kind of your regimen for life. That Unblemish is for acne, and it was rated the #1 premium acne line in the US. That Soothe is for sensitivity, rosacea, psoriasis, so on and so forth. Just know that. You do not have to know, like I sent you the talking points, you don't have to know that. I'm going to handle your launch party and presentation on that. I'm the queen of research, so I've studied all of this, ingredients, so on and so forth, to a T. Anytime you have questions, reach out to me, ask me. This is going to be a learning curve. I mean, you're going to know the products, later down the road, but right now you don't have to. So don't stress yourself out about that. Always just reach out to me. If I don't know, we've got a nurse's hotline that we can contact, or I can ask one of my uplines. Not a big deal. So always, 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 don't scare away from a sale or from talking about it just because you don't know all the answers. So you can always reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Also, know your 60-day money-back guarantee. That's a huge selling point. We have a 60-day money-back guarantee and a less than 2% return rate. That's awesome. That's products that work. So second, reach outs. I sent that little message on Facebook, and it's also in your emails too. Use that. You can turn and burn Facebook messages like nobody's business if you use that. Now, there are some people that you're going to need to personalize it with, but it's really just an introduction that, hey, you're selling this, and it definitely sparks some interest in it. You're going to hear a lot of crickets, a lot of people that don't even respond, and that's fine. 2 months down the road, 4 months down the road, whatever it might be, reach out to them again. Say, hey, have you had a chance to look at this yet? So on and so forth. And then they're going to realize, okay, wait, you're pinning me 2 times. Now I'm going to respond to you. And some you still may hear crickets from. That's fine. Also, learn from my mistakes. When they message you back and they say, hey, I'm not interested, blah, blah, blah. Say, oh, that's fine. What I would even push it a little farther. Now I'm kind of trying to learn from my mistakes. And I'm saying, well, what do you currently use? Well, you know what? If they've used Mary Kay, if they've used anything you used to use, say, oh yeah, I used to use that as well. I guarantee you that Rodan and Fields is second to none, and that you'd be wonderfully pleased if you would try it out for 60 days. And then if you're not, you can go ahead and return to your current products. What do you think about that? But just don't leave it at, oh, okay, thanks, because that's what I did initially, and now I'm having to revisit those. So like I said, learn from my mistakes. If they do respond to you, then just go ahead and try to get that conversation to go somewhere. What else did I want to say? Also, when you do get a preferred customer, don't worry about it. If you need to know what the next steps are, reach out to me on that too. I have an excellent email template that we all use, or most of us use, I think, to just send out to your preferred customers. It's in your emails as well that we sent, but don't worry about that until the time comes, which it's going to come soon. But when it does, reach out to me for what the next step is on sending that email. I typically send a thank you card to my preferred customers and include a referral card with it. So then they're talking about your products. They're talking about it with their families and friends and trying to refer them to you so that way they get a free product. So it's amazing. If you don't want to use the referral cards, that's fine, but I definitely encourage that. And like I said, just send it with your thank you. And that automatically, it's a subconscious almost. It automatically makes them think, okay, I want a free regimen, so I'm going to start talking about this, and I'm, going to like my product more than I even like it because I want free stuff. That's just human nature. But so that's something that we can definitely do. And then the other thing, your launch party. Huge, huge, huge. I rolled my eyes at this on setting up a launch party, but just get it on the books. I will either Skype in or Facebook in, or I will attend it personally, obviously, and do your presentation. Either way, you simply just have to quote unquote host, and it can be simple. It can be, I did a brunch for mine, just simple stuff. You can just have donuts, juice, coffee if you want. You can have wine and cheese. Whatever you want to do, all you have to do is do a Facebook invite. You can send personal invitations if you like, or email, but make those reach outs. Post some before and afters in that Facebook invite as well to just spark interest. And then, like I said, I will show up, do the presentation, do your sales pitch, everything along that line. And all you have to do is host. It's just easier to have your sponsor do your presentation and do the sales pitch, because sometimes it's hard to sell to family and friends. So all you have to do is get that on the books. And like I said, I rolled my eyes at that initially, but then I did it and I had a lot of people buy. And a lot of people I would have never expected to buy. So then I thought, oh gosh, this is possible. This is fun. So I definitely encourage you to get those on the books and make it fun. It doesn't have to be, this is not work, it's socializing. We're marketing products that sell themselves essentially. It's just, we have to get them into these little groups of people, these little groups of family and friends. And once you do it, it sells itself. So we also have price comparisons that show that it's actually cheaper than Mary Kay. I know that that's huge in this area. If you need those, reach out to us, or I can just send it to you anyways. The last 4 or 5 things that I'm just going to reach on real quick, or touch on real quick. First of all, be genuine. That's the best way to sell your products. Market your before and afters if you feel comfortable. You don't have to. Lord knows I didn't look good, and I still don't, and all of that. But it shows that you believe in it and you're not just selling it. Third, 3-way calls. Reach out to me for 3-way calls. I am here for you on that. If you don't feel comfortable with your verbiage on selling or bringing in a new customer or bringing in a new consultant, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Totally. I can friend them on Facebook. I can message them that way. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I would just want you to give them a heads up on that so I don't look like a creeper. But, and then one thing that I took from another call the other day was, devote some time to it. Once you start treating this like a business, it's going to start paying you like a business. And really all you guys have to do to make executive consultant each month is to have about 4 customers, 8 customers total. So like 4 a month. And then as you bring in consultants, that adds to your PSQV, which helps you hit that $600 a month, which bumps you up to the 15%. And I promise once you put in some effort, give this a year, but really give it a couple months of just consistency, and you're going to start seeing those paychecks come in, which is just really nice. And I guess that really kind of leads me into, what is your why? Again, I rolled my eyes at that too, because I'm like, really? You're going to do this motivational, what is your why with me? But it's true. My why is my kids. Ultimately, maybe someday I can stay home with them, maybe not, and that's fine. But if not, then, I can pay for college. I can, we can do trips together. We can pay off the mortgage earlier. Whatever it is, find that why and stick with it. Because ultimately, if you don't kind of, for lack of sounding cheesy, dig deep and find your why, then you're not going to have the motivation to stick with this. And so I really, really encourage you to find out what that why is and to make it your reason. Because it's going to be your reason that you reach out to people that you're like, well, they probably won't buy, or they're going to think less of me. It's going to be your reason why you post on Facebook when maybe somebody even already blocked you because you post and they don't like those, the marketing posts, whatever it might be. Whatever. My why is bigger than anybody's thoughts or opinions on me. My why is bigger than, anything, to be perfectly honest. It's my drive. So I found that the busiest people are the most successful. It's all these people that you're contacting every day. Like I said, I've got 2 kids under 3, a full-time job, a husband that's not home a ton. I know a lot of you guys are in the same situation, or whatever your situation might be. This is the time. And I promise that this is going to be a ride that you will look back on in a year and be thankful you were on. But you do need to be consistent. But don't be overwhelmed. Don't be overwhelmed. Give it, decide what you're going to give it. Are you going to give it 5 hours a week? Are you going to give it 2.5? Are you going to give it 10? Whatever it might be. Maybe you're carving out 30 minutes every morning. You get up 30 minutes earlier to shoot out some reach outs, or over your lunch break, or just Saturday morning, or whatever it might be, or just totally fitting it into the nooks and crannies. Whatever it might be, that is fine. So, anyways, I just wanted to stress that, and then also to set your monthly goals. And that can be kind of in the back of your mind, but I really think that if you set goals, you attain goals. So, and when you set goals, you have a plan, because a goal without a plan is just a wish. So anyways, hope that this eases your mind. You do not have to know everything right now. I am here for you for that. But like I said, make your reach outs, get your